India faces a complex geopolitical challenge in West Asia. The region is marked by long-standing tensions and active conflicts. India has strong ties with both Israel and Iran, two key players often at odds. This situation demands a delicate balancing act from India. India has cultivated a strong strategic partnership with Israel. Defense cooperation is a cornerstone of this relationship. India benefits from Israel's technological expertise in defense equipment. At the same time, India has a historically significant relationship with Iran. Cultural and strategic ties bind the two nations. Iran is also a crucial source of energy for India. This complex web of relationships puts India in a difficult position. India desires stability in the region. It also wants to maintain its positive relationships with both Israel and Iran. Navigating this challenging geopolitical landscape requires careful diplomacy and strategic thinking. India must engage with all parties involved. The goal is to foster dialogue and build consensus. India's approach is rooted in its long-standing commitment to peaceful coexistence. It advocates for dialogue and diplomacy as the means to resolve disputes. India's position is further complicated by the involvement of other global powers. The United States, Russia and China all have interests in the region. Their actions and policies also influence the dynamics of the conflict. India's strategic partnerships in West Asia are crucial for its own security and economic interests. The region is a vital source of energy for India. It is also home to millions of Indian expatriates. India has a vested interest in seeing a peaceful and stable West Asia. India's relationship with Israel has flourished in recent years. Defense and technology are key pillars of this partnership. India has become a major importer of Israeli arms and technology. The two countries also cooperate closely on counter-terrorism and intelligence sharing. This partnership is valuable to India in its own fight against terrorism. However, India has also maintained its traditional ties with Iran. Iran is a major energy supplier to India. The two countries share strategic interests in Afghanistan and Central Asia. India sees Iran as a potential partner in its efforts to develop connectivity projects in the region. These projects aim to improve trade and transportation links between India and Central Asia. Balancing these competing interests is a delicate act for India. It needs to maintain its strategic partnerships without alienating any of the key players in the region. This requires careful diplomacy and a nuanced understanding of the complexities of West Asian politics. India's approach is guided by its commitment to strategic autonomy. It does not want to be seen as taking sides in regional conflicts. Instead, India seeks to engage with all parties constructively. The objective is to promote dialogue and build trust, ultimately contributing to regional stability. Energy security is a paramount concern for India. As a rapidly developing nation, India's energy demands are constantly increasing. West Asia, with its vast oil and gas reserves, plays a crucial role in meeting India's energy needs. The region accounts for a significant portion of India's oil imports. The ongoing conflicts and instability in West Asia pose a direct threat to India's energy security. Disruptions to oil supplies can have a devastating impact on the Indian economy. Price volatility in the energy market can also fuel inflation and hurt economic growth. India is acutely aware of its vulnerability to energy shocks. The government has taken steps to diversify its energy sources. These efforts include investing in renewable energy and exploring new partnerships for oil and gas exploration. However, West Asia is likely to remain a crucial source of energy for India in the foreseeable future. The interconnectedness of global energy markets means that instability in West Asia has far-reaching consequences. India's energy security is inextricably linked to the stability of the region. This reality underscores the need for a peaceful resolution to the conflicts in West Asia. India's diplomacy in West Asia is therefore heavily influenced by its energy security concerns. India seeks to engage with all parties to ensure the free flow of oil and gas. It also promotes dialogue and cooperation on energy security issues. The objective is to create a stable and predictable energy market that benefits all stakeholders. Section 4. India's potential role as mediator. India is uniquely positioned to play a constructive role in mediating the conflicts in West Asia. Its long-standing relationships with both Israel and Iran, coupled with its reputation for neutrality, make it an acceptable interlocutor for all sides. India's history of non-alignment and its principled stand on international issues have earned it respect in the region. India's approach to conflict resolution is rooted in dialogue and diplomacy. It believes in addressing the root causes of conflicts and finding peaceful solutions through negotiations. India has a proven track record of mediating disputes and promoting peace in its neighborhood. India's potential role as a mediator in West Asia is gaining increasing recognition. Several countries in the region have expressed their support for India's involvement in peace efforts. India's diplomatic outreach and its efforts to build bridges between different factions have been well received. India's ability to engage with all parties without taking sides is a valuable asset. It can facilitate communication and build trust between adversaries. India can also leverage its economic and diplomatic clout to encourage dialogue and create a conducive environment for negotiations. India's potential role as a mediator is not without its challenges. The deep-rooted mistrust between the parties involved and the complex geopolitical realities of the region pose significant obstacles. However, India's experience in conflict resolution and its commitment to peace make it a credible and valuable partner in the search for a lasting solution. Section 5. Challenges to mediation. While India possesses the potential to mediate in West Asia, several challenges complicate this role. The region's intricate web of alliances and historical grievances creates a volatile landscape. The deep-seated mistrust between Iran and Israel, fueled by decades of conflict, presents a formidable obstacle. The involvement of external powers further complicates the situation. The United States, Russia, and other countries have their own strategic interests in the region. Their actions and policies can directly influence the dynamics of the conflict, making mediation efforts more challenging. The multifaceted nature of the conflicts themselves adds another layer of complexity. Proxy wars, sectarian violence, and the rise of extremist groups make finding a comprehensive solution extremely difficult. Addressing these multifaceted issues requires a nuanced understanding of the region's history, politics, and social fabric. Furthermore, India's own strategic interests in West Asia must be carefully considered. Balancing its relationships with Israel, Iran, and other regional players while acting as a neutral mediator demands deft diplomacy. Any perceived bias towards one side could undermine India's credibility and jeopardize its mediation efforts. Despite these challenges, India's commitment to peaceful conflict resolution remains steadfast. India recognizes that instability in West Asia has global ramifications, impacting energy security, trade, and international security. Therefore, India remains persistent in pursuing dialogue and promoting a peaceful resolution to the ongoing conflicts. Section 6. Implications for India and the world. If India can successfully mediate in West Asia, the implications would be significant, both for India and the world. A peaceful West Asia would benefit India immensely. It would ensure energy security, enhance economic opportunities, and create a more stable neighborhood. India's success in mediating a complex regional conflict would significantly enhance its international stature. It would demonstrate India's ability to play a constructive role in global affairs and contribute to international peace and security. This success would further solidify India's credentials as a responsible global power. A peaceful West Asia would also have positive ripple effects across the globe. It would contribute to stabilizing global energy markets, reducing the threat of terrorism, and promoting interfaith dialogue and understanding. The resolution of long-standing conflicts would foster greater cooperation and development in the region. However, even if India's mediation efforts fall short of achieving a comprehensive peace agreement, the very act of engagement and dialogue can have positive impacts. It can help build trust, identify common ground, and pave the way for future negotiations. India's pursuit of peace in West Asia is driven by its belief in a multipolar world order where dialogue and diplomacy are paramount. Its efforts, if successful, would not only benefit India and the region, but also contribute to a more peaceful and prosperous world.